quarantine goes on and everyone forgets what day of the week it is, I forget what episodes I'm up to, believe me. I think I said 2 episodes ago I was up to episode 8, but really it was episode 6, so I'm getting way ahead of myself basically. But now we are up to episode 8 and we will hopefully get it right this time. I love how this is the mood. Everyone is just so down and glum and very upset. And there's Christy, you know, just smiling her little heart out. We all know what everyone is feeling, just based on this one little scene. I kind of like it how we see Christy riding Pepper, and I wish we saw it more with Lisa as well, because basically when Lisa and Christy get assigned to Prancer and Bark, that is just their priority in the lesson. So if Lisa and Christy are having a lesson, they get priority over Prancer and Bark. And clearly Bark is being used in the lesson now and Christy has to make do with another school horse. Simple as that. And I wish we saw it more when they were free riding and doing their own thing, because it just made it seem more, and I guess in season 3 brought the opinion that Lisa owned Prancer, but it wasn't. Lisa has a school horse, Christy has a school horse, and I wish it was shown more like that, because in the books they did ride other horses, so I don't know why it wasn't displayed more in the TV show.
Ah, Pine Hollow will really miss your style and flair, Dorothy. I will certainly miss all of you. If I do leave, that is.
Well, to be fair, she was coming here for a holiday. When did Mrs. Reg and Max say, oh, we have our friend who's going to stay with us permanently? They pretty much said to them, we have a friend who's coming here for a little holiday. Holiday means you're eventually going to go home. I don't know what they're on about. She had to leave eventually. And why is she saying, if I leave? You can't stay here permanently, Dorothy. You're not a citizen. You have to get visas, and what your visa will eventually expire. And what are you going to do after that? You can't live here, Dorothy. There are rules. There are laws. You eventually have to go home. I don't understand why everyone is just so upset that you're leaving them. You do have to go home eventually.
You're actually thinking of not going? I've grown very fond of this strange place, so far from home. But you'd be turning your back on trialing for the Olympics. That is true. But the heart is also very important. And my heart tells me you have all become my friends. I do not like to turn my back on my friends.
What about your friends in France? You're just going to turn your back on them?
Dorothy is old enough to make up her own mind. It's really none of our business.
Yes, it is. She needs our help. She needs help so she doesn't make a terrible mistake. Boys just don't understand.
I know what they're thinking. Out of all the tables and all the cafe, you had to place us next to Veronica and Christy, didn't you, Scooter? Out of every single table.
See you tomorrow, Deborah.
Okay, right? Can you believe it? Dorothy trying out for a place in the Olympics.
As a junior, too.
After all she's been through, she deserves it. Be a shame if anything got in her way. See ya.
Usually when people say goodbye, it kind of means like end of a conversation. Why did she start a new one? He was saying goodbye. He wanted to go home. Why did a conversation have to start?
But what did Red say?
It's what he didn't say. I told him my feelings and he was very cold.
I don't understand.
Leave it, Lisa.
No.
Lisa, back off.
Maybe Red should go back to France with you until you've sorted out your feelings.
No! Red's place is here.
And do you know how expensive that would be? Red is 17. Still, I don't know why. The girls grew up, but for some reason he did not. He's 17. Do you know how financially expensive it is to move to Paris? Like, yes, Dorothy would support him a little bit, But there's only so much Dorothy can do. Red would have to find a job, get visas, support himself. It's not financially supportive for Red to go back to France. It makes sense in your head, Lisa, but financially Red needs money to live. And he can't just move for love without supporting himself somehow.
I'm gonna have a word to Red myself. Remind him of all the good things he'd be leaving behind if he chases after Dorothy. And tell him how much I like him.
What's the matter, fella?
Oh my god, I don't know why Veronica tries with having nails. Even though you wear gloves when you ride, having perfectly good manicures just isn't for riding. They just don't go hand in hand. You can wear gloves, but your nails will just be worse. There's no point trying to get good nail hygiene when you're a horse rider. Don't even try. Throw that out the window if you want to become a horse rider.
Antoine, you should not have said such things. But is excellent at handling all horses.
Dorothy, I will be relieved when you and Hugo are out of here and back in the real world. This place has changed you.
I like Pine Hollow.
That is not what you said in your emails, no?
Oh god, people hold grudges. Don't you just hate that when like you're in an argument and just someone shows up proof? It's like that was like 2 months ago. Let it go. I've changed since then. Oh god, just when people hold grudges and just happen to have their proof ready to go. Those people annoy me.
If you'd just open your mind, like I did, you'd come to like and respect all the people here.
Hopefully, I will have left before that.
Exactly, like he is an Olympic selector. Why is Dorothy trying to say, get used to Pine Hollow, you'll like it here? You simply said he's an Olympic selector and only there to trial Dorothy. Why are you trying to convince him to stay somehow and to get to know people?
Pine Hollow is full of nasty little girls. Thanks, Dorothy.
But all the boys, they're fine, you know. It's just the girls. The boys, yeah, they're good. It's just the nasty little girls.
And a silly boy called Red, who is a paysan lourdeau, clumsy peasant.
I don't understand. Dorothy met like Red, Scooter, Phil, everyone all at once. Why is she just saying negative things about Red? I would call Scooter more clumsy than Red. But I get it's a storyline. Yeah, I know. But you just think that more would be written about Scooter and the other stable hands, not just pinpointing one.
Are you sure Dorothy wrote that?
Signed, Dorothy. We don't know any other Dorothys, do we?
Can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, Red. It's better to find out how two-faced she is early on, before you make any big decisions. Local girls are better, Red.
Oh my god, if we go back just 2 seconds, Samson has a spot on the bridle and saddle things. Samson grew up fast, wow. Unless there's another Samson, but there doesn't really seem to be many duplicate horse names here.
I'm afraid he's like this. What is wrong with him?
He's picking up the badass horses. We must keep him by himself.
No.
Oui, absolument.
To be fair, he's been kept by himself the entire time, and that is not how you'd control a horse. Why are you playing tug-of-war with it? Hold it at the top, you'll have more control. Stop tug-of-warring your horse. That is one hell of a long lead rope. Jesus.
I think Dorothy should try out for the Olympics and not stay with Red. But what you've done is really mean, Christy. It's cruel.
Sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind.
In what world? Like, I get that the saying, I understand it, but how is showing everyone private emails being kind? Not, the saying is true, but not in this situation, unfortunately.
And in it, he said some really mean things about Red.
That email? I sent it the day I arrived here. I was homesick and I was in pain from my riding injury. Of course I do not feel those things now. We must find Red.
Quick, we better run! He might run away! Trust me, Red has like a 9-to-5 job. I don't think he's going far. He will always be here. And if he clocks off or has lunch, he's gonna come back. No need to hurry.
We know you've got a crush on Red.
Who says?
Everybody?
I mean, to be fair, in season 1 you made a big deal about how you had a crush on Red. Why are you so in denial about it now?
It was a bad time in my life. And because I was hurting, I wanted to hurt others. But I do not feel those things now.
To be fair, the only person you really hurt was Red, as he was the only person you named. Everybody else is anonymous. They don't know which silly girls you were talking about. Pine Hollow has many students. We just focus on the main ones. You could be talking about any silly little girls. For all we know, it could be Ashley and Melanie. You know, little girls. So, Red was the only person you really named. So, the only person you were really trying to hurt was Red.
Oh. In fact, I really, really like you, Red. You must know that.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, for God's sake, why'd you have to announce yourself? You just walk back. Don't, whoops. Don't do that. Just walk away. Walk away.
I hope you all have a good time.
Looks like Hugo's already having a good time.
What's going on?
Red is taking Hugo out for a walk with his friends.
But your trial is in 3 hours.
Antoine.
And the horse has to be warmed up before the trial. Red is just warming up my horse for me. Back off.
Horses are just like people, don't you think? Nuh-uh. They're not as weird.
And to be fair, they don't really have like an emotional connection to anything or like memory to anything. So it's like horses don't have like the value for life, basically. You know, they don't wake up every day. They don't have like depression like we do. They do suffer from depression, but nothing like humans do. They don't have that whole value for life. They're not really like humans when we think about it logically.
I feel torn. If I succeed in the trial, I will return to France and have a chance to ride in the Olympics.
And to be fair, if you're going to do that, it doesn't mean you'll never come back to Pine Hollow. You're friends with the Regnaries. Let's not forget that. You can come back for another holiday when you need. It's not like if you go to the Olympics, you're saying goodbye to Pine Hollow forever. You will be able to return. It's not a permanent thing. Pine Hollow is always going to be here. You know?
She could get into the Olympics on looks alone.
Looks are deceptive.
Oh my god, have you ever just hated a person so much? Like I get in some shows like the Subtle Club, we love to hate Veronica, but right now I just hate Christy, for God's sakes. All she does is whinge, bitch and whinge. For God's sake, shut up. I love to hate Veronica, but I just can't like Christy right now. For God's sakes, get over yourself.
You're bound to pass. But we stumbled on that second flying change. Everything else was perfect.
Dorothy, you need 87% or more to qualify.
Wow. Like, I get that's really high, but yet again, when so many people want to be in the Olympics, you would think the score would be a little bit higher, like maybe a 98 to pass. Like 87, like yes, that's still hard to get. But you'd want to make this for the best of the bests. Like, I'd be saying this should be like a 98 or above. Like, think of uni, for example. If you want to get into uni, the best unis, you got to get the best scores, the best ATAR, blah, blah, blah. Same should go for the Olympics. I get it's junior and whatnot, but still, you would think that only the best of the best can get into the Olympics. So it'd be a broader score. Sorry, a more smaller score to get into. But, I don't know, maybe 3 people are qualifying for the Junior Olympics, and, yeah, I don't know. I would just go off what that is, and I think it'd be a little bit higher to qualify. Oh my god, I was just thinking, Stevie hasn't been in this episode. I don't know why. I was just thinking, Stevie hasn't been here for a while, but there she is, thank God.
I'm glad you made it back in time, Stevie.
Oh, there we go. Oh, don't perv on them. Go away. Don't look. Let them have their private moment. Go far, far away. Turn the corner. Just keep moving. Another episode done and dusted. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also please do subscribe for more, and please sign the petition that I have linked in the description box. I am trying to get the unreleased music from season 2 and season 3 released. There is one song that's actually in an episode that didn't get released, so I'm hoping that if that brings it to people's attention, they'll know that there is more, because I am aware there is more songs that didn't go released. And season 3, 2 albums from season 3 went unreleased, and why are they teasing us with that? Like, why even pretend that they were going to come out if they weren't? So my goal is to bring it to someone's attention, and I'm hoping people watching the Saddle Club, if you knew someone who worked on the show or worked on their music, producing the music, anything, to just bring it to someone's attention. Just takes one person to change the world, and there is currently, I think there was 14 of us who are desperate for this change. So please support 14 of us and sign the petition down below, and I will see you next time in the next episode. Bye guys.